Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that the world you knew is gone. That's exactly what happened to the Miller family, living in a quiet town just outside Ohio. For years, they had lived a normal American life. A mortgage, 2 cars, a 9-to-5 job, weekend groceries, and a small emergency fund tucked away. But one cold Monday morning, the US dollar took its final hit. Market screens turned red. Banks froze withdrawals. Grocery shelves emptied in 48 hours. For the first time in their lives, the Millers understood the meaning of economic collapse. Phones buzzed with emergency alerts. Neighbors rushed outside. No one realized it yet, but America had just entered the darkest chapter of its financial history. By noon, gas prices tripled. By sunset, credit cards stopped working. Tom Miller tried to buy groceries, but his card kept declining. He called the bank, and the response shook him. "We're experiencing a temporary freeze. We recommend staying home." Temporary. Tom knew better. His wife, Sarah, scrolled through social media. Panic was everywhere. But one message kept appearing again and again. If you don't have savings outside the banking system, you're not safe. That was the moment Tom realized just how fragile their financial life really was, and it was only the beginning. A retired economics professor from the neighborhood gathered everyone in the community hall. His words sent chills across the room. This collapse didn't happen today. It started 20 years ago. You're only seeing the final stage now. He explained why. Too much debt, too much money printing, too little financial education, too many people living paycheck to paycheck. Then he said something that changed Tom's life forever. In every collapse, 2 kinds of people survive: those who prepared and those who get prepared fast. Tom went home with a fire burning inside him. That night, after the kids fell asleep, he and Sarah sat at the kitchen table. The internet was still working. Tom searched how to survive a dollar collapse, where to store money safely, how to protect a family in economic crisis. He discovered 5 things every American should have known. Cash won't save you if the system fails. Gold and silver protect your buying power. Digital assets can become life-saving tools during bank freezes. Multiple income streams are a necessity, not a luxury. Financial literacy is more valuable than money itself. For the first time in his life, Tom felt like he understood how the world really worked. But knowledge alone wasn't enough. He had to act. The next morning, Tom met the professor again. "Is this the end of America?" he asked. The professor smiled gently but wisely. "No, Tom. Collapse is not the end. It's a reset. The people who adapt become the next generation of leaders." That one sentence changed everything. Tom began teaching his neighbors what he had learned. He showed them how to diversify their savings, start small emergency funds, protect wealth outside the system, build skills that earn money even in a crisis, and prepare mentally, not just financially. Slowly, the community transformed from fear to awareness to action. Weeks passed. The economy struggled. But something else was happening too. People were waking up. Families were learning to manage money better. Communities were supporting each other. New opportunities were born from chaos. The Miller family wasn't just surviving. They were becoming stronger, smarter, and more financially independent than ever before. Tom realized a powerful truth. Collapse didn't destroy them. It taught them what old America had forgotten. Financial power belongs to those who understand money. 3 weeks after the collapse, Tom noticed something strange. News channels were silent. Politicians were quiet. But ordinary people, they were talking more than ever. New ideas were spreading. New belief systems were forming. A new America was rising, not from the government, but from the people themselves. One evening, as Tom walked home, he saw a group of teenagers fixing a broken storefront. They weren't paid. They weren't told to do it. They just did it. Because for the first time in their lives, they understood. No one is coming to save us. We save ourselves. That night, a handwritten note was slipped under Tom's door. It said only one line, "Meet me at the old library, midnight." Tom's heart pounded. Who could leave such a message? Was it dangerous or important? He knew one thing: collapse teaches courage. So he went. Inside the dark, abandoned library, the retired professor was waiting with a lantern. "Tom," he said softly, "America isn't collapsing. America is transforming." He handed Tom an old, worn-out book. On the cover it read, "The Cycle of Nations, Why Every Empire Falls, and How the Next One Rises." The professor opened the book and pointed to a chart showing the cycle of every great empire: growth, prosperity, overconfidence, debt, collapse, rebirth. Then he looked at Tom and said, "We are in stage 5, and you, Tom, are standing at the doorway of stage 6. Tom felt chills run through him. "Why me?" he whispered. "Because the next America will be built by people who learn the truth, not from textbooks, not from politicians, but from living through the collapse." Tom realized he wasn't just a survivor. He was part of the rebuild, a witness, a messenger, a guide. And the story of America's collapse had just taken a new turn.